So a while back, I started building out this entire bundle around the idea of editing landscapes in Luminar Neo. And I kind of scoped out videos and presets and skies and all these kind of things that you could use to really craft beautiful landscape photos using Luminar Neo. And I'm not going to do that right now. I kind of decided to shelve that idea and do that later. I am going to do it. It's just going to be later. But I ended up with 10 presets that I'd already made for landscapes, and instead of putting those in this bundle and doing that all next year, I'm going to give you the presets right now for free, and I want to show you how you can do that. The first thing you do is subscribe to my newsletter. Just go to jimnix.com and you can see right here in the front and center of the website, just put in your email address and hit subscribe, and that'll give you a download link for these 10 free landscape presets. So when you get over to Luminar, you just click on File and add Luminar Neo Preset Collection. It will install it in the preset category, which is called Purchased. You just look under Purchased, here's Landscapes, and you'll have these 10 presets. I thought I'd show you these presets and how they work in this video, just to give you an idea of what you can get for free just by subscribing to my newsletter. So if you take a look at that, as you probably know, with presets in Luminar, as you hover over them, you'll get an idea, a visual representation of what that preset will look like on that photo. Again, these are designed specifically for landscapes, and there's a lot of different looks included. I think that looks pretty fantastic. I'm a fan, of course, because I built these presets, but I want to give you an idea of what they look like and how you can use them. Now, presets, to me, are generally speaking a starting point. Sometimes you're sitting there with a photo and you're not really sure exactly what you want to do with it, and you might come and hover over a preset, get a good idea of something that can send you in a particular direction with your edit. Presets generally are termed a one-click edit, and that can be true in rare circumstances. In full disclosure, presets for me are really a starting point. It's a one-click to get you going in the right direction, but it doesn't always equate to a finished photo. But that's okay, because it is a shortcut to a finished photo. And so I like to come in and hover over these presets and kind of decide, hey, that looks good or that looks good, and that sort of thing, and then come in and customize the preset in order to reflect exactly how you want it to look on any particular photo. That actually, as a one-click edit, looks pretty good to me. But you can kind of see what these presets are doing to your photos, and I'm just showing you a few different examples of landscapes here, just to give you an idea of what this preset pack includes. Now, this is a fairly typical landscape. I shot this recently in Colorado, but the sky, of course, being the source of light, is going to be brighter. The foreground, of course, not being the source of light, is going to be darker. So you might come in here and say, hey, some of these things look pretty cool. I like the idea of what this does, but I need to make an adjustment to that photo or that preset. So let's say you like this one. You can click on it, then click on Edit. And here, to me, is the cool thing about presets is you can go in and you can see the different tools that are included in the preset to give you that look or to achieve that. But for me, I like to come in and do some customization. So I might come in here and lift the shadows a bit, maybe even lift the exposure a little bit. Perhaps I'll pull down the highlights a little bit. Maybe I'll adjust the vibrance and bump that up a little bit. And maybe, in fact, I'll even lift the shadows a little bit more to get a little bit better visibility into that part of the photo. The other thing you might want to do is use tools like Accent AI, where you come in and kind of pump up the overall look of that photo. But, hey, if it's too much across the entire photo, maybe you just want to do that in part of the foreground. You can quickly add a mask to bump that up. And as you can see, you can really quickly go from a pretty dark, underexposed photo that needs to be balanced in terms of light, maybe enhanced in terms of the detail or the appearance of structure in the photo, and of course get the colors up and kind of running, so to speak. But you can quickly do that with a preset to get you going in the right direction, and with a couple of additional edits, get a photo that looks a lot more like the scene that you actually witnessed with your own eyes. And so that's really how I use presets. And like I said, these are free. All I ask is that you join my newsletter. By the way, when you join my newsletter, you also get a bunch of other free stuff. There's an additional preset pack that I released months ago for my newsletter subscribers. You get some skies, you get some textures, you get some LUTs, you get a couple of different ebooks that are about Luminar Neo. It's just a whole library of assets that I provide to you guys because you're kind enough to subscribe to my newsletter, which I send out about once a week, usually full of tips, tricks, ideas, and things you can do to make your photos look better. So this is out and available now. If you're interested, click the link down below to my website, subscribe, you'll get this stuff immediately. And thanks, my friends. It's just a free gift that I've kind of bundled up and wrapped and I'm handing to you in appreciation of you guys following along with my creative journey. So thank you very much for that. Hope you enjoy using these presets. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below or send me an email on my website. And thanks, my friends. I'll see you really soon. And until next time, adios.